So, hello, my name is Toms Knostenbergs and I'm co-founder of Master Packager. And today I want to talk about how can we electrify MSIX and see more of this packaging type into the wild. So I have worked as an application packager doing repackaging for years and built our own professional repackaging software. So I know a thing or two about repackaging, and I can tell you that if we want MSIX to succeed, then repackaging is not the answer, as it will be too expensive for organizations to do so. Okay, so what is the answer? And the answer is vendors must create MSIX packages and deliver them to us. Easy, right? However, it's hard for developers because they have to know what enterprises need. They need to learn these specific packaging technologies. And there is only few software out there that can help you with some of these challenges, but usually they are expensive or complicated. And we want to change that, right? So for developers, creating MSIX should be straightforward without thinking about any issues. And this is why we created a new software called Master Packager Dev. And in our first version, it works like this. There is one project file that you can read and update like a story. And as you can see here, you have a general information at the top. You can specify what kind of packaging type do you want to produce. Is it MSI, MSIX, or both? You set package name, publisher, version, platform, and so on. And then we move on to the file system entries. And file system entries is a way for developers to tell where are their source files. And in target path, they specify where they want to install these files to the end user's target machines. And for registries, shortcuts, variables, and other information is just straightforward. You just specify what you want to create and where. And developers don't have to think about how to translate this into MSI or MSIX technology. All that will be done by Master Packager Dev. So when you have a project file, the next thing what you do is simply run this command line, mpdev.exe with a build switch and path to your project file. And in result, you get MSI and MSIX packages. It's really straightforward. However, how do we get MSIX packages in our environments today? And you really have two options, either from vendor or doing repackaging. And let's look at repackaging right now. So to repackage, you must capture system changes, build MSIX using tools like Microsoft Packaging Tool, and then test it. All that is really familiar with how you would do repackaging to MSI. However, the new things comes in when you have to find and try to fix the limitations in MSIX technology and do it all over again until you understand that the package is working correctly, or there is things that cannot be just simply fixed. So then you can deploy it and hope that you fixed really all the limitations and everything works, or know that something will not work. And I'm not suggesting to do that. So you should understand and deliver one by one the package, how the original media works. So you have to be an MSI expert, and that's nothing new. To repackage to MSI, you have to be an expert in sort of MSI technology as well. What's new is that you have to know deeply about the app you are repackaging and how it works and what cannot be fixed inside the MSIX. And that leads you to deal with uncertainty. And I will give you a good example. So we build with Master Packager Dev a MSIX package for our other software, Master Packager, that is targeted to IT pros. And when we tested it out, everything looks fine and good until we go down to the templates functions. That is really cool feature where you can store different properties, registries, and custom actions and apply automatically. We just want to press a button, apply template, but it didn't work. And it didn't work because it looked for PowerShell outside the MSIX. So we know how to fix it, and we will do that. But right now, if you would try to repackage the software, you would have to find that things like that doesn't work. And it can happen to any other application out there. So, of course, the best option would be, as I told you at the beginning, it should be taken from the vendor. However, there is a but, right? There is always a but. And we can see that vendors, like, for example, Citrix, just 2 months ago, stated this in their LinkedIn post, that they are replacing MSIX app for their workspace app to the Win32 installer. What? Why? With the post, they stated this table. Here are some features that didn't work in MSIX, but worked in Win32. And that's okay. So we know that some things will not work in MSIX, but the attention I want to draw to the confusion that it created. And we can see that Andrew Klinik, who was a partner group product manager for Windows, stated that this isn't quite correct. There are few things that can be fixed, and that's right. But today I will not go into which of these features can be fixed and how. We have bigger issues because vendors are delivering MSIX without fully understanding MSIX limitations. And Citrix is not the first one who actually did that. There are others that has reverted back to Win32 installer from MSIX. For example, Microsoft PowerToys in 2012 removed their MSIX package because some things didn't work. So if the vendors releasing applications that are not fully working, how do the ones who are repackaging will succeed finding and fixing these limitations? So with Master Packager Dev, we want to lower that risk. If developers would use Master Packager Dev, we can see all the source files and we can see all the main information into the project file. And we can detect what is working and what not working in MSIX. And we can warn them, hey, there could be an issue with that and that. Try to fix it or revert to the MSI and use that. We will provide also with fixes and other ways how they can use the MSIX. But when we ask the question, why do enterprises want MSIX? And the usual answer is it's more secure, app isolation, reliability, and disk optimization. However, is it worth time spent on repackaging? And to be clear, if you have a chance to get MSIX package over MSI, do it. Use it. It's better technology. It's really the thing you should take it. But is it time worth to spend repackaging to get some of these benefits? Like how much disk optimization you will get out of the MSIX packages? I don't think it will be so significant, and so on. And when we look back when MSIX was announced in 2018, Microsoft stated that their vision is to break the chain of repackaging apps and simplify enterprise deployment. But right now, to stop repackaging, to break the chain of repackaging, we must stop repackaging, right? This year, Microsoft announced MSIX Accelerator. And MSI Accelerator is a file that consists with changes that can be automatically applied to MSIX package during repackaging process. And Microsoft and Master Packager team has an excellent partnership with MSIX team. And we had the chance to look at this feature early and share the feedback. And our feedback is that this is focused on IT pros doing more repackaging. And developers will not use this technology, because if developers know that something will not work in MSIX, they will not create not only MSIX package itself, they will not create this accelerator file. So they don't want to create some accelerator file and then be responsible or make support cases for technology they haven't fully tested. So this is, I think, the feature that is spent time in wrong direction, encouraging IT pros to do repackaging. And after 5 years, not looking good. People are confused. There are few vendors delivering MSIX. So we need to ask the question, what will make vendors build MSIX? And it should be easier to build MSIX than traditional Win32 installer. And Win32, like MSI, it's quite challenging to build one. So there is chance to make it easier for MSIX, and it should be affordable. And there are some benefits towards developers, like MSIX auto updating functionality that is built in MSIX, where developers can get auto update functionality, but IT can easily control it. As you know, developers, to leverage auto update functionality, is delivering their applications with binaries installed in AppData. That is not a good thing to do, as it's not secure enough. So with MSIX, it can be solved, and it is much easier to use MSIX auto updating functionality for developers than building their own updating functionality. So Microsoft should focus on developers instead of IT pros. And fixing these limitations MSI technology currently has, like asking their own internal teams why they are not delivering MSIX, and show example for everyone. Like, and then you would say, hey, but Microsoft new Teams is delivered as MSIX. But have you seen the documentation? For IT pros to install MSIX of Microsoft Teams, you have to download EXE and install that. Why? And that is things that another focus should be made on honesty and transparency. If there is some workarounds currently needed, then let's be honest about them and show everyone how to use these things to deliver MSIX, so others can utilize them as well. Without overhyping features where developers then get into the trap of seeing, oh, this is new shiny thing, let's deliver the new modern experience. Later on, understanding that not everything works, they have to remove the code that generated MSIX and communicate with the consumers. And it should be that simple. IT spends $0, 0 minutes on MSIX packaging. It is easy for developers to create MSIX, and enterprises get the MSIX from the vendors. Sorry, for everything else, I think we are stuck with MSI and EXE. So why this presentation is called Electrifying MSIX? Imagine that we all agree that the better future for all of us is having electrical vehicles around us. We want to increase the adoption of these vehicles. We are not running with our internal combustion engines to garage and asking engineers to convert our existing traditional cars to electric. Why not? Because it would be too expensive, it would be too time consuming, the car will not be so efficient anymore, and there will be probably things that will stop working. Instead, we see manufacturers are building EVs from the ground up. And to drive MSIX adoption, vendors must deliver the damn MSIX. So if you want to learn more, follow me on X. Next week, I will talk about way how we can get away from this circle of expensive and complicated application management. So I hope you'd see on my session at App Management in Netherlands. And subscribe to Master Packager's newsletter. Thank you.
Thank you, Tom. You still have 4 minutes if you want to, cover some other stuff. For those of you working with application, I highly recommend Master Packager. I'm using it each and every day. For those of you still using Orca, just delete it, get Master Packager. And Tom, could you just share what's included in the free versus the paid version?
You mean Master Packager Dev?
No, Master Packager regular.
Oh, regular one. So yeah, we wanted really that people uninstall Orca, so there is a lot of functionality available in the free version. The main benefit, the main features that you will find in paid version is the repackaging capabilities. So you can repackage your EXE to MSI or MSIX. That's the main benefit. Other things, I think you are good to go and with the free version. So check it out.
Yeah, check it out. It's really easy, and even the free version, you can easily have create MST files for your MSI. So let's say you want to drop in some files or add some fonts. Fonts is one of the biggest features. You can just drag and drop, and you get the output to the MST, and poof, off you go. So
I think we are the only ones who have the response transform feature available in the free version. I haven't seen anyone else having this accessible without paying. So you should leverage that as well. Yeah, you can just take the MSI and run the usual dialog, set up the server names, license keys, so on, and it will automatically generate MST file for you. And that's it. Yeah, super.
We have another one, because now the audience here is the EUC space, so that means multi-user session. So 1 minute sales pitch, Tom, for the all user hive that you can add instead of having the what's it called again. So you get the settings for all users. So
yeah, this is a good reminder, right? So when you want to get per user data to all users, usually everyone is using active setup or advertised shortcuts or some other methods. So with us, we have this predefined custom actions, and in there you just specify file you want to install and per user location, and that's it. You just specify the file and the target location and save it and deploy under system account, and you will get the file to all users, also in default profile. And same you can do with the registries. So when you open Master Packager, go to custom actions, predefined actions, and you will see different actions that usually packagers are spending a lot of time and creating their own scripts and so on. But we have proven scripts already ready for you, and most of them are free actually. Yeah.
Cool. Excellent. Thank you very much, Tom. And with that, we're going to just pass it straight over to Benny and Ruben. So
Thank you. Bye.